have to pick the kids up tonight on my way home.
Oh, don't forget that.
Nope, I won't. Otherwise, I won't be taking them with me when I go canoeing. I forget the kids at the day home.
I'm pretty sure they won't enjoy not getting to go canoeing.
I think they will be sad.
Canoeing sounds fun.
Yeah. So is surging. Surging is fun.
We surged the day away today.
We did surge the day away. Welcome to my sewing room on June 1st.
Happy June 1st.
Happy June 1st. There's some new stuff happening in June that wasn't happening in May. New Bernina foot of the month is the
Pin tuck foot.
Pin tuck feet.
30 series.
30, 31, and 32. So 25% off that foot for the month, or those feet for the month of June.
So exciting.
Right? And there's some available for Bernette as well.
There sure is.
So if you run one of those machines, we can hook you up with some pin tuck feet. We'll have to do a pin tuck demo one of these days. But not today, because today was Serger Day.
I have to learn more about what a pin tuck is, so I would like to be a part of that.
Pin tucks are cool. But yeah, that's a new thing for June. There's also a new Kimberbell Digital Dealer Exclusives design that releases this month. And if you're looking for a Father's Day project to sew up,
it's a cute little wallet.
It's a cute little wallet.
It's adorable.
Yeah. Was it the wallet or the beach tote?
I thought it was the wallet.
Well, it might have been last month.
Let me look. I can find this out.
Oh, we can look it up. It was...
I thought it was the wallet.
The wallet is relevant this
I
month.
might be a month behind.
I think I'm a month off.
I think we're a month.
I'm still in May mode.
I am loading.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, a couple new things there. A couple other things happening right now that are kind of cool. We've got new owners classes running again, which we're thrilled to have back, set up to run in person. And usually after I've done them once, we could potentially run them as a hybrid of in-person or online. But today was day one of our first Serger new owners class. And
it was so fun.
I didn't realize it pre-class, like once class got rolling, I realized that not only have I not taught a Serger new owners class since before COVID, they released a whole series of air thread machines in the middle of COVID.
They did. There's a lot of new stuff.
So new workbooks and new exercises and new technology. But I think everybody in class today got over that hurdle of my new Serger is scary. And they were all surging very successfully by the end of the day.
They did some really cool stuff. I did a new thing today that I haven't done before.
What was that?
An inside corner.
Oh, is that what we should show on our video today?
I think so, because I only just learned it, and
you should practice.
It kind of went okay.
You should practice. I can give you the pointers.
Perfect. I like pointers.
But we will want not white to do that on. Here, we'll do it on orange. Make more sense. I'll make you an orange corner. I won't make you an orange corner. That's got other stuff on it. Let me go digging in the fabric bucket.
Oh yeah, the fabric bucket.
I have a stash. But yeah, let's show everybody inside corners because they're cool.
They are cool.
So I will make you a sandwich or a fabric swatch. But that's what we're going to show you today on a Serger. And you can do this on any Serger. We're going to want to set that camera close up.
I could be Leah.
Yep. So sometimes you need to finish seams on things that are not round and not square.
Not outside-y square.
Not outside-y square.
But they're inside-y square.
Yeah. So you can show that inside corner.
Oh, inside corner.
But the key to doing inside corners on a serger is you have to stop thinking like you're working on a sewing machine where you're going to pivot. Because sergers do not pivot happily.
Do I need a pair of these in here?
Yes.
Do I cut here?
So we're going to cut a little snip into that corner, and you want to go about the width of your seam allowance that you're making. So right now this serger is set up for 4-thread overlock.
So I went roughly like a 1/4 inch.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to see.
Yep, that's roughly what the finished seam
Sure.
line would be on there right now.
So now where do I want to put my fabric? Kind of really close to where my knife is, so I'm not cutting off much, if any.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this would, you would set that cut deep depending how much you're actually cutting off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut off very little. Find my foot pedal.
So when you get kind of close to the foot, you're going to pause for a moment. Stop, stop, stop. And then you're going to open this flat.
Huh. Okay. That is not what I did earlier. This is way better. Open it flat. Okay. And then I'm just going to keep stitching?
Yeah. And then ideally,
sure?
Yeah. And then ideally your left needle through will land right in that corner of your snip. So just keep going. It's a straight line.
I totally did. Oh, sorry. I was watching. Oh my gosh. This is excellent. That worked out so good, Leah. Look at that.
Right?
That is way easier than what I did earlier. That's gorgeous.
Do you want to do an outside corner?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You know I do. I can just keep going around my little corner.
Yeah.
So
there's two different ways of doing outside corners. Either you can surge off and then come back on. So let's do a corner that way.
okay. Should I do a nice start as well? So I get like 2 stitches in, and then this one has the back hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Lift this
And
up.
it should actually be only one stitch when you do that.
Yeah, I went too far.
That's okay. And you would want to pull your rolled hem lever towards you for a moment to let go of
release
that
everything.
stitch.
And then I pull it back, pull my thread to the front, and lower my foot again.
And you could hold that closer into the knife so it cuts off sooner.
And then I'm going to stitch right off.
Yep. And then you would bring that around and put it back in front and start stitching again. Which if you were making rags out of old t-shirts or towels, these loose corners would be fine. But if you don't want loose floppy corners, stop for a second. What we're going to do is in the direction you're traveling around your object, we're going to take off about 1 inch of fabric, which is the distance from your needle to the front of your blade.
Okay.
So we're going to snip whatever amount you've been cutting off. In this case, I would go about like just under 1/4 in this way.
With scissors?
Yes.
Like this?
Nope. Hang on.
Oh, do I need to be right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to manage that because I'm gonna have to. Just don't let me
Yeah.
cut you.
Let me get my hands in there too.
I can't be righty on scissors. It's too hard. Okay.
So about
That
that.
looks interesting.
So this is what would have been cut off if your blade was doing its job. So this is.
Oh, hold on. Let me just re-angle.
So we've got that little notch cut out. It'll make more sense in a moment.
Interesting. Okay, I'm totally down for this.
You're going to stitch until you're 1 stitch off of the fabric.
Okay, 1 stitch off.
And that's 1 stitch with needles off.
Like that? Or one further?
Go one further.
Just gonna use the back kick.
Yeah.
More
Yeah, so the
accurate than
Bernina,
me.
the foot pedal that comes with the Bernina L850 and up in the Bernina series has the back kick option, which raises and lowers your needles by 1 stitch, which makes this way easier. Otherwise, you're going to use your hand wheel. So now you're going to pull the rolled hem lever towards you. You're going to lift your foot. You're going to pull your fabric gently backwards. Not a whole lot, just a little. And then this is going to come slide in and butt right up next to your needles.
Oh, then I should put my rolled hem lever back up.
Yep. And lower the foot. But that inch that we cut off is that inch from the front of your blade to your needles. So your fabric should be like all the way over to where it would be.
Yeah, and all the way against my needles, right?
Yep.
Okay, I think that's there. This is cool. Cool. Oh my goodness, that looks pretty good. I think I pulled my fabric a little too far away. But that looks pretty good. Pretty good for a first try.
Yep. So you just need to pull it enough to get off the stitch fingers in the foot without leaving yourself a big gnarly chunk.
Let's try that again. Okay, so I'm gonna do the little trim at this corner. This is where I'm gonna turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut in roughly the width of my cutting blade. So
I
that's
could get
kind
you
of
another
like
piece
here.
of fabric.
I was just gonna restitch this.
Okay, sure.
So kind of there, like about 1.5 inches, I think, roughly.
Inch.
Does that look good?
Yeah, and then we're cutting that right off.
Cut it right off.
Boop. So essentially what's happening when you get started here is this will be back at the needles, and then your blade would have cut that section already, and we're just going to carry on
That's fabulous.
past the cut.
So now it cuts down here, and we're just going to stitch down. So one stitch off.
Yep.
One further? Or is that good?
Is your fabric under those needles or no?
Maybe.
Okay.
Definitely not now. Okay,
Yeah.
so rolled hem forwards, foot up,
Slight tug backwards,
slight tuck backwards,
and then rotate.
rotate. And
And yep, it's doing the right thing.
oh yeah, I was just trying to turn more than I wanted. Okay, there we go. So rolled hem backwards, foot down.
Yep. And if you want to see the trick for stopping, needle down, right off the edge of the fabric, rolled hem lever towards you again, slight tug back, and we're going to do a 180 flip with your fabric. So you see the back side of your stitch, and it's going to lean up, go up into your needles. And actually at this point, it's a little tidier if you leave the rolled hem lever pulled back towards you,
Oh.
because then you don't have loopies as you drive off the edge.
Ah,
So we're going to angle off. We're going to take a couple stitches and then angle really hard. You could go a long ways, or you could go a really short ways.
Oh, that is way cleaner than I make it. That's beautiful. And then what do I do with this? Cut it off, tie it, fish
So-
it in.
A couple different options. You could weave that in. If you wanted to grab a big hand sewing needle and weave it into the stitch. You could you could trim it. If you had left the rolled hem lever engaged, you would have some loopies, and if you pull on a looper thread, it would tighten down and lock in place. So I would just trim that off, probably.
Perfect. We could trim it.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Beautiful.
But stopping and starting and corners are all things that take a little bit of practice with serging.
They sure do. They're fun, though.
But once
That
you know
would-
how to do tidier things, then you can do things like napkins. Really tidy.
You sure could.
Yeah.
Without having to hem.
Right? Yep. So
I think the favorite stitch today that I heard was the blanket.
the blanket stitch was
Blanket
cool.
stitch.
Maybe I'll show that one tomorrow.
I think that was everyone's favorite. Yeah, we should do that tomorrow. I haven't gotten to try it.
Okay.
Well, I could totally try it.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll do that one tomorrow. So yeah, inside corners, outside corners, starting and stopping all take a little bit of practice, but all very doable and will make your seam finishes that much tidier. Guess what? We have some serger classes coming up.
I was gonna say chicken butt.
I'm not sure you're allowed to say that.
Either.
Okay. So partly for the people that are already taking serger new owners class with us. If you don't use your serger after you learn a whole bunch of stuff, it will probably just vanish out of your head.
That's where mine goes.
So we've got 2 serger specific classes hitting the calendar today and tomorrow. The classes aren't today and tomorrow, don't worry. They're further away.
They're like August. We have time to figure out our schedules.
Yes. So the first one, I'm going to do a quick little model here and make sure I can get on camera here.
Oh, look at you. You're really
So
cool.
first class is, we're calling it the Dolman sleeve top.
Yep.
If you have no garment sewing experience and you're not friends with a tape measure, this is the perfect class for you because there's not a real pattern. It's a not pattern, if that makes sense. Or a negative pattern.
I'm going to call it a free-for-all.
Free for all? Okay.
You make it up as we go.
Yeah, and
kinda
it's gonna fit everybody a little bit differently. But I sewed one up for my daughter this weekend just to run through the steps again, since I made this one last year. And she absolutely loves it. Like, she's 12, it fits her great, fits me great. And it's super simple. So no getting hung up on, I don't know how to sew a dart, or I don't know how to read a pattern. This class will be, if you've never used a cover stitch or a serger, you'll be able to do this class. Mm-hmm. So the Dolman sleeve class, we're going to be doing August 3rd. And with the class fee for this, we're going to include fabric. And part of the reason we're doing that for this particular class is we want you to focus on learning the techniques with the machine and not be hung up on that perfect piece of fabric that you bought. So I did my class at Bernina University last year, and when I got into class and saw the color mint green, I was like, that's not really my thing. I'm like a pink and orange and
Never could have guessed.
never could have
You're
guessed.
like you also wear a lot of gray tops.
Yeah. So like pink, gray, orange, that's kind of my color palette, not mint. But when I got through the class, the shirt, like the whole concept was great, and everybody in class was able to finish their shirt even if they'd never used a cover stitch before, or if they'd never used a serger before, because there were some people who hadn't used a serger at all. Not a really particularly long class, but we all went away with something that fit us and built on our bodies. So
Yep.
some people needed them shorter because they're shorter, some people needed bigger because they're bigger.
Some people need them longer because they're tall.
Yeah. But it gave us a chance to try serging and cover stitching and a couple different hem finishes. So I've got blind hemming in my sleeves, and I've got cover stitch in my neckline and in my waistline. And then there's fancy little ties in the side too.
That's cute.
So, just a one-day class. We're gonna put fabric with it in your class fee. You'll get whatever color you get, and it'll be okay. But then you're not super invested in the fabric. And if nothing else, at the end of it, you will have a great shirt to wear in the garden,
Perfect.
or a pajama shirt.
Or I'm at home and just need to be comfy shirt while I'm sewing.
Yeah, but it's loose, it's flowy. We're not putting sleeves in. So I'm really excited about this class. And then the possibilities are endless, and you won't need a pattern if you decide to make one for your 12-year-old instead of yourself. Because it's magical how it goes together. So that's happening August 3rd. The other class that is serger specific is this one. This is the Tabitha Tote Serger. The pattern is written by Suki Sews, and it is a serger tote pattern.
Yeah.
So the whole pattern is written as if you have a serger cover stitch combo. If you don't have a cover stitch and you're in class, we'll be able to set you up on a cover stitch to use in store. But there's chain stitching, there's cover stitching, there's piping, there's flat locking, there's good old thread serging on the inside. And it's a chance to use some more decorative threads on your serger and try those different techniques out. That's a flat lock.
I can't wait to try this. Are you going to show it on the camera?
I think your camera there is going to be angry.
Move it back. Do this. Did I do it?
Yeah, we're in frame. we could
Perfect.
shuffle this way just like a smidge.
Shuffle.
So this is chain stitch done on a cover stitch. This is cover stitch. Piping is made on serger.
Cute.
A flat lock stitching is done on the serger. So even if you don't have a Bernina combo machine, we'll be able to get you through this class.
How is this made?
That is all done on the serger. That is just like serger chain with 12 weight sparkly thread.
It's so fun.
The giant tassel?
Yeah, I like it.
Made like 12 yards of serger chain. It was a riot. I just sat there with my foot on the gas pedal and listening to music.
That sounds exciting.
So
It's so fun to feel.
So we're going to do this class over 2 days because there's a lot more techniques that are going to take some time to set up and test as we go. So this is scheduled for August
17th and 18th.
August 17th and 18th. And you'll be able to pick all sorts of fun fabric and pick some decorative threads as well.
So cute.
Right?
I love this.
It was fun to make.
I believe it.
Yeah. So those are
still playing.
Those are some of the serger specific classes we have rolling out this summer that we've run. New owners class, and we've got another new owners class scheduled in July. So if you haven't had a chance to take a new owners class yet, definitely get in touch if you got your machine here, because we'd be happy to get you in for that next section. And sergers are fun.
They're so fun. I learned you
flat
can do
locking is my
so
favorite.
much more.
Flat locking is my favorite.
Flat lock is pretty cool.
Yeah. And that has ribbon woven through it. So.
Ribbon.
Yep.
Ribbon.
I've talked all day.
Me
The
too.
teaching day.
Yeah. Ribbon.
Yep.
That
I
sounds
got
like
it.
ribbon.
I got it.
I like it.
So that's kind of what we were up to today. Serger class. Tomorrow, also, along with serger class, we have a long arm ruler work demo.
Oh, we sure do.
So if you don't know what ruler work is, you should stop by the store tomorrow. Come see the long arms in action. Barb will show you what ruler work can do. It's fun. Yeah. That's what I have for everybody today.
That's fantastic. I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Fabric in behind us today is
Waterhole.
Waterhole.
I did add that. Okay.
Okay.
We got this.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks for joining us today. If you know somebody who could use a serger in their life, we can help you out.
Okay.
And if you just need to refer back to this video later on for, how to start, stop, and turn corners, check out, that's the I need to pick up kids alarm. I have to say goodbye.
Bye.
Get in touch. Save this video. Hit the like, comment, share. Yeah.